Hi, I'm Ellen McCauley at Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. And everyone who knows me knows I read a lot. So the other few weeks ago, I was reading this book, and it mentioned Pascal's wager. And I'm the kind of person, if I read something and I don't know what it is, I immediately Google it. If I don't know what a word is, if I don't know what a concept is, because I want to know. So I looked it up and I said, oh my gosh, I've been saying this for years, but I never called it Pascal's wager. I would always say there either is a God or there isn't, and as for me, I'm betting on Jesus. I would always say that. I'm betting on Jesus, because there either is or there isn't. So what Pascal's wager says is God exists, and if you believe, you gain infinite happiness. Infinite, forever, in heaven. The second one says God exists and you don't believe, and you receive infinite suffering. Now, the jury's out on that. Is there a hell where we're going to be on fire? Or is it a separation from God? Is it a separation from all those things that we love? Maybe there's no books in hell. Maybe your family's not in hell. But maybe it's just not a place you want to be. God is merciful. I think there is a separation. There's got to be a cost. There has to be a payment. And then the third thing is God doesn't exist, and if you believe, you receive some disadvantages. Now let's think about what those disadvantages are. Okay, you can't steal stuff. Oh, I believe in God. Oh, I can't murder anyone. I believe in God, and I can't, do bad things on the internet. Or I believe in God, and I can't gossip about people. What are the disadvantages of believing in God? Living a good life? Living an honest life? See, I'm one of those people that I don't find it at a disadvantage to lead a Christian life. So then the final one is God doesn't exist and you don't believe. So you receive some pleasure. Hey, God doesn't exist and I didn't believe in him anyway, so I'm just going to, steal from my job. I'm going to lie on my taxes. I'm going to have affairs on my wife or husband. I'm just going to do whatever I want. I find that people who have done things like drug addicts, etc., you don't run into a lot of people saying, being a drug addict was the best thing I ever did. You don't find a lot of people in prison going, hey, I murdered people. I'm happy as a clam. So I don't see a lot of finite pleasure, but that's my own subjective normalcy. My thought is this: God exists, and we lead a decent life, the best we can, and there's something afterwards. He's told us what I've prepared a place for you. So what's the downside? So let's say you die and there's black. There's going to be black anyway. I mean, whether you believe in God or not, if there's nothing, what do you have to lose? So I always say, faith is belief in those things unseen. But haven't we seen things? Haven't we seen love? Haven't we seen, how many people here have loved somebody with every fiber of their being? Everybody in this room. To me, that's God. I know there is a God because I have loved like that. Did anyone ever do anything that was so much fun that you still rehearse it in your mind, like read a good book you want to read again, or listen to some music you want to? There's so much beauty. I sometimes think of when the first time I went to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, I couldn't get enough. They were like, excuse me, young lady. I was only 20, so I was a young lady. It's time to go. And I said, can I come back? What time do you open? I couldn't get enough of the Van Gogh Museum. I could go back there tomorrow. There is beauty in this world. So I have seen God. Now, is there terrible things? We have to remember that God didn't promise us a rose garden. I beg your pardon. I used to really do a really good, mean Jeannie C. Riley imitation. I'll do it for you later, because Mary Ellen's not here, and she's the only one who laughs at my imitations. So, the thing is, think about it. If you have, and I'm not going to have you raise your hands, but I know people who are agnostic, atheist, and I'm always amazed by that. Really? this is it? You would think this is it? I'm amazed. So we need to pray that they will be on the same page as us and bet on Jesus. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby.